Well, Tom, you hoped at the time that we'd be compliant, but as it turned out, at 10:05 last night, a nameless judge from the court in Strasbourg basically, as I say, put the tin lid on that flight going to Rwanda. We can't do this if we stay part of the ECHR. We can't do this if the Human Rights Act stays unamended, can we?
Well, it is disappointing, of course, that there was that injunction on that specific case that the ECHR handed down. And what is frustrating is that when I left to come and see you, we still hadn't got the specifics of that judgment. We don't actually understand all the underpinning of why they've reached the conclusions.
Doesn't that prove my point? Doesn't that prove my point? We shouldn't be subject to a European court made up of people in many cases who aren't even judges. I mean, they're almost political activists. Isn't it time to get the Brexit process completed?
Well, when you consider that in the British courts there were these applications for the injunctions and at each stage they were not granted, we have got the more fundamental court hearing that's going to take place in July around the policy as a whole. But I think actually the ingredients of what I said when I was here 2 months ago still apply. We maintain that this policy is compliant with all of our international obligations. We go into these proceedings confident of those grounds, and we will argue that case passionately.
Tom Pursglove, you can maintain whatever you like, but some obscure judge in Strasbourg can rule against you. Isn't it time? I mean, isn't it time to recognise that you will not be able to put in place this policy of sending people to Rwanda, which is in effect a government flagship policy, and if you wait another couple of months for this, that's another 20,000 that'll come, or perhaps even more, because as you can see with the weather, the pace, the numbers that are crossing the channel are increasing very, very quickly. Isn't it time to face up to it? That this government's got to make a massive decision. Do we leave ECHR or do we stay a part of it? What would you like to do?
We need this policy and we need it to work, and I think it's instrumental actually and really indicative that the Prime Minister has come out today and again reasserted that we will do whatever is necessary to make this work. The Attorney General, when you caught her on the street earlier on, commented that she wasn't ruling various steps out.
She said that all options are on the table.
Exactly, and we need to be sure of our footing. We need to deal in fact. I want to see this judgment around the injunction that was made. I want to understand precisely what their rationale for this is. I think it is very frustrating, and I think your viewers at home will be as irritated as I am and as irritated as you are that we have had this injunction on that specific case that then did wipe out